Hi, this is Andreas from anythingbutapple.com. I'm here with a new Sony S540 series player. This is the 16GB version, the S545. It's a rather thick player considering the last Sony player, the S630. It has a 2.4 inch screen like the A820 had, and it also has stereo speakers here on the back, which is why it's about as thick as the first generation Sony player, the S610, which was by far their thickest player yet. You can see here that it has some speaker grills on the front as well. Actually, the speakers point out the back through these grills, but there are openings here as well, so you get some sort of dual speaker thing. I don't quite get. It doesn't work well either, because you really need to have this side pointing towards you if you want anything audible from the speakers. So on the front you have the Mickey Mouse buttons. I really don't get why they made them like this, because it frankly looked like one of the iRiver M players crashed into a Sony player. And also the buttons are probably one of the worst features about this player, because the D-pad is all flat, so there's no dents, or at least no usable dents to navigate by, so I constantly find myself pressing the wrong buttons. And I doubt anyone can use this in their pocket, because you simply can't navigate without seeing, and even then you will have some problem using these buttons. The S630 had some, well, the buttons on that was almost the same, but even that was better to use than these ones. So frankly, I would go with one of the older Sony models, just because these buttons are really bad. And on the back here you also have, well, you can take the side first. You have the speaker switch and the hold switch and the volume buttons. And on the back you have a reset hole as well as a video stand hole. This little piece of plastic, it looks like some alien toothpick. You just put it in here and there you go. Considering the video stand that came with the A820, I'm kind of disappointed to see this piece of plastic. It actually looks like something that shouldn't be in the package, but it's actually an accessory. Okay, we can turn it on here. You can see the instant on feature, which is basically that the player doesn't turn completely off until something like a day after you turn it off. It just goes into some kind of sleep mode state, which is really nice, because one of the most annoying things about MP3 players is that you have to turn them on, and often they need to rebuild library and so on and so on, and by the time you actually get it on, you don't want to listen to music anymore. So here you can hear the speakers. And they're frankly rather tinny. You can't expect that much from speakers this small anyway, but I have devices that have similar sized speakers that sound way better, so I guess it's a matter of cost reduction more than anything else. So you can go to the main menu, and here you have the standard Sony menu that's been used for the last 3 or 4 years. As always, Sony just picks some random features and put in here. There are some rather redundant icons, like Shuffle All has its own main menu icon. and I guess it's just to fill up the 3x3 icon grid. Normally Sony just move these around and put them inside menus to make sure that there are only 9 icons on the main menu, and this thing doesn't have that many features, so there has to be some redundant icons. You can go to the music browsing menu. One of my complaints about this player is that it's rather slow. If you play a song and then start going through the list alphabetically by clicking left and right, you can see that it's not exactly as smooth and quick as it should be. I don't know if this is because I have a lot of songs on this thing. I think I have about 600, which is frankly far less than the 16 GB cap anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I haven't noticed this with any previous Sony players. I don't know if it's a firmware bug or what it is. But it's rather annoying because the alphabet browsing feature is one of the most useful features on Sony players in my opinion.